the temptation of the getting rich quick scheme. The one thing that I'll say about marketers these days on social media is their marketing has never been better. They have never done a better job ever than making it sound so easy to just enroll in a simple course. What I'm going to tell you is this, at least from my experience, don't fall for those traps. Building a business takes time, and it's about the journey and who you become as you build your business. I had a good meeting with Success Website, and basically I said to them, I said, here's the issue. I need more leads. I need opportunities for me to be able to follow up. I can deliver the universal callback script, but I need people to say it to. And so, we worked on that, and we got started on a pretty solid Google campaign. Facebook and certainly Instagram, they were not as available in terms of lead generation back in 2014. So I basically built the base of my business on internet lead generation through Success Website when they were running your ads. The biggest thing was I would speak to Christy probably once every couple of weeks about how the ads were performing. And there's certain things that we have to investigate. Have they put Kitchener, Ontario, or have they put Kitchener in BC? Because I learned later there's a Kitchener in BC somewhere. Have they got the prices right? I mean, if you're offering a hot list of homes for homes under $1 million, well, guess what? Kitchener at the time, the average price was only like 400,000. It's studying the marketing, because Success Website are in Toronto. And Kitchener's still a ways away from Toronto. You have to still be, like Craig, you always say, you have to delegate effectively versus abdicating. And so I would review all the ads and make sure that, what was being offered online was actually in line with a good deal. I would spend a minimum of 2 hours a day working on following up with the leads. I had a session with my own sales team probably about 2 months ago. And I said to them, in my first year working with you, Craig, I went from $100,000 to 515,000. Now I was barely making 100, and I went to 515.
That's amazing.
I'm not that guy that's going to go run through a wall type of thing.
Right.
I've got this kind of inner drive that's just
Mhm.
like, hey, I'm capable of more. That was the whole
Yeah.
reason why I got pissed off when people down the hallway were making 250, and I was like, I can barely break 100. I grew up playing sports, and that's one of the things that obviously led me to finding a coach, is because I don't know it all. And look, if I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn from somebody that's walked the walk, not just talk the talk. And there's so many people out there that talk the talk, and they're great at talking. But the thing is, they're not great at walking, or they have a very short burst in their industry. And, that seems to be their substance to being able to come back and share. I literally watched you during the Remax parties of the early days in Remax Canada. I literally watched you walk the runway with your team, collecting #1 in the world awards. I was like, I got to get there. And so, that's what led me to you. You're not just a sayer, you're a doer.
So you've got this special personality, and you've got this inner aggressive drive, but you come off very, very much relatable to just a wide group of people.
A lot of it has to do with the marketing that we've put out there. A lot of the people who are in Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, they've grown up with our marketing, whether it's the billboards, whether it's radio ads, whether it's television, whether it's postcards at times. They've grown up with us. So when I show up to a listing appointment, there's two things. Number one, they're surprised I show up, and they thought maybe it was going to be a team member. And number two is,
That's always so cool the first time you hear that, isn't it? It's
oh,
like, oh my God, Tony Johals. Oh, you're oh, I can't believe that you yourself came to my house.
it's definitely a unique feeling. There's no question. We get Instagram videos where, parents are sending their kids singing the song and stuff like that, or taking a selfie by the billboard and stuff like that. It's a very cool feeling. So when you walk in,
You've really burned your radio commercial, that song. I mean, I could sing it, Tony Johals. I mean,
yeah,